Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Potato. This is Factorio Undefeatable. And in the last episode, we finally got around to fixing our lead situation, and I am so unbelievably happy to report that it has now been completely resolved. We've got more than enough lead, which is looking pretty darn good. We've got more than enough lead for solder coming down here. We've got more than enough lead for the batteries, which is going to be heading up there. Oh my goodness, everything is actually working for once. There was a couple of things that we do still need to fix, though. One of the things that we do need to fix is the fact that... pipes. We're going to need some pipes here. We do need to make a train, which we're going to need some steel for, so I'll take half of this steel, I guess. Why not? And I will make one diesel locomotive. And with that locomotive, we should be able to set up a little bit of a copper process. I don't quite know how it's going to work, but I have faith that it's going to work. Alright. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Alright, so you should be making engines now. Great. In this episode, we plan on, first of all, setting up the copper train again. Not because it really needs to be set up, just because it should be set up. What's going on here? Too much hydrogen? Yeah, that can't be the case. We're not really using hydrogen for anything anymore. That's a little bit of a problem. No biggie, though. No biggie. Anyway, let's get the carriage down. The engine down. Okay. And... if it was just to run manually... like, if it was just to run... like, would it actually work? I guess not. Like, is it because of the station? No, it can't be the station. Like, I've had this happen before. Why are you refusing to work? I mean, it should work, right? I mean, we could build a waypoint, like a station waypoint, so to speak. Well, you know, Defi 3, so copper drop-off. After that, we go to Defi 3, time past 0, and then we go to copper pickup. Like, that might work. Unless we have somehow fucked things up, and there is a little bit of coal in there that has managed to sneak its way in. A little bit annoying. Is there any fuel in here? Yeah, there's loads of fuel in there. That's fine. Okay, let's turn it to manual. And there's a little bit of more coal got in, but it doesn't matter. Let's go over here and manually see what's the problem seems to be. The problem is that the copper pickup, which we shall copy, is not in the right location. It's fine. We'll fix that. That's an easy fix. Where is the train station? Okay, should be... no. Should be... here, right? One forward. There we go, something like that. Probably do with making it just a smidgen forward. If I pick up the track, though, then that means that we can't place the station, so... yeah, that works. Okay, we are not going to need this little bit of track here, but hey-ho. Alright, copper pickup, and paste that in there. Now this should work, right? Excuse me? I mean, I can rename it, but whatever. Copper pick up. Yeah, now that should work, right? Okay, and then we're gonna go to copper drop off, and then Defi 3. All right, let's assume that we've got our entire load of stuff, which I know we kind of have. Yeah, we've got a good enough load of stuff. So rather than a whole complicated looping network, we'll just keep it nice and simple with this setup, and fingers crossed it should work. Now, there is a little bit of coal that I am going to fix. And fingers crossed, that should be that. I mean, we're not exactly running out of copper. Far from it. We've got shit tons of copper, but there seems to be no reason to have anything different except this setup. Like, this seems fine for now. You need a little bit more contaminated water space. I shall provide that for you right now. Because there's nothing that we can do with contaminated water. Not as far as I'm aware. And we still need a butt ton of ammo. So it's still collecting up in this chest. Speaking of ammo, how much do we have? We've got a lot of ammo. We do have a lot of ammo. Anyway, did I say that I was going to be starting blue science production? Because that is absolutely something that needs to be done. Blue science production or robot production first? That's a good question, actually, because I want robots. I really want robots. How much effort is it to get robots? How long is it realistically going to take us? I think the recipe is still somewhat similar. We need the flying robot frame. We need electric engine units. Not super difficult to do. We need battery units. We're already producing that. Basic electronic board. We're already obviously producing that, which is fine. And steel plates. All of which we're actually already producing. So that's kind of nice. But that's just one part of it. Where's the other part of it? Is it logistics? We perhaps haven't unlocked it actually yet, which is construction robots. Here, this is the one. Yeah, so construction robots will require, yeah, this is the problem. It's going to be a little bit more complicated than originally envisioned. The basic electronic components and the transistors we're actually both making at the moment, which is kind of cool. I guess we should probably start on this robot stuff. I mean, the flying robot frame is something that we can do right now, whilst we're waiting for this to complete, and it's not really unbelievably difficult. I say it's not unbelievably difficult. It's difficult, but it's not a big deal. Where do we want to do it? Perhaps up here? Like, we've got a little bit of space up here to use, so we might as well. Let me just get down a single one of these for reference. It's always good to have this just around rather than scrolling through my inventory and losing myself in the very, very, very large area. Very, very large amount of resources that I can build. I can never remember where I bloody should be going, but it doesn't particularly matter. Yeah, so basic electronic board, absolutely going to be happening. Battery, there's a problem with batteries and the fact that the batteries are all the way down here. I guess we could loop them around. That might be an idea. I guess we can loop them around. Oh, great work on the construction robots. That was very, very snappy. So batteries, yes. I am kind of a little bit concerned by the fact that... I mean, we can get rid of this, right? Like, that's fine. I'm a little bit concerned by the fact that we are going to need a load of these circuits. And currently, we've got a big, long area where there is not any stinking space to stick a belt. Little bit annoying. Genuinely a little bit annoying. I do not know how we're going to do this. This is definitely kind of a little bit difficult. I mean, obviously this is eventually going to be Factorissimo factoried, which I guess would be an idea to do like now, but I want to do it with robots because I want to just take a whole blueprint of the area and then just stick it down inside a Factorissimo factory with a personal roboport and just let it go completely bat wild. Completely crazy. What do we need? We need tin plate. Are we not getting any tin? We're not getting a single smidgen of tin. Has our tin production just stopped? There's tin over here. That's not tin. That's not tin at all. Tin production is actually completely non-existent. Wow. That is a problem. That is a problem. We are completely out of tin. It's not a big problem, because I'm pretty sure that there are tin pockets elsewhere in the base. But it's just annoying that we'll have to think about getting a tin supply set up. Which is not exactly something that I envisioned doing right now, but I guess it's kind of part of the process. We're going to need to get our butts in gear if we want to do that. But that means we're going to need a furnace area, which means just a lot of stuff, really. It means a lot of work. And piece number 1 of that work is locating where the hell the extra tin actually is. Did we build on it? We might have built on it. In which case, we're going to have to be branching out and looking for other tin. Is that tin up there? I mean, that looks like it could be tin. As in, not this. As in that on the minimap. Either way, very, very, very annoying. Okay. Wow, this defense is quite impressive, actually. So that's silver up there. It's quartz, that's coal. Up here. That is tin. That's not a mistake. There's a lot of dudes around here. So if that's the color of tin, it's quite easy to identify, I guess. That looks like a big patch of tin, and that looks also like it could be connected to the rail network very, very, very easily. We could probably start over there. I think that might be a grand old place to start. Let's start at the very beginning. Very good place to start. Was there also a tin patch like down near the bottom of our base? Like, is that a tin patch? That's a nickel patch. That's definitely a nickel patch. Is that a tin patch? If that's a tin patch, then that would be freaking amazing. But I'm like 90% sure that it's not a tin patch. Can we build a car? I'm fucking tired of walking. We can totally build a car. This is very, very lazy, but I'm just gonna get in the car and go with it. Do we have any fuel for the car? Cannot do that. Give me half of your fuel. I'm sorry. I don't care. Okay, just immediately crash into the rock. That's great. So if this is a tin patch down here, then we could basically be sorted. It's not a tin patch. It's an iron patch. That's less than ideal, but it's not exactly the end of the world. Reverse, 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 far away. Far, far, far away. What's that? There's a gun turret over there. Okay. Not tin, not tin. Okay, so basically there's a whole bunch of not tin around here, which is, you know, it's great if we're not looking for tin. Unfortunately, you guessed it, we're looking for tin. And the other patch that we were pretty much guaranteed to use is this one over here. If this is actually tin, it totally is tin, which is great. It's relatively easy to access. There's a little bit of quartz over there, not like it really matters, but hey ho. Before we do that, though, let's assume that we are indeed going to take that tin out of the ground. I'm gonna carry this car with me at all times, actually. Let's build some robots, because we actually can, right? As not the usual type of robots, not the construction robots. No, 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 no. We are going to want to be building the good old battle droids. So this is kind of cool. Let me see if I can unlock any more robot army tech. Robot army. Robot army. Bob logistics. Anything else from the robot army mod? Oh, I mean, maybe this? That is definitely a robot army mod thing, and we can get it right now. We could use it if we wanted to, but I'm not super bothered about it. Combat Robotics 2, we can get Distractor Robots. Yeah, we can get a couple of extra things, but mostly the battle droids, I think, is what we want, right? Like, the battle droids are pretty much the ideal the ideal dude. So, we build a battle droid in the building that I can't remember. Is the droid assembler? We actually happen to have one on us right now. Sweet. Build me a battle droid. Or not. I guess it's not the assembler that we build it in. What is it? The droid guard station? Do we just build it in a regular machine? I can't even remember. I remember doing it at the very start of this series, but I since have clearly forgotten the knowledge of how to do so. Yeah, it's just a regular old... it's just a regular old battle droid. So, light armor is the pain in the ass. The basic electronic board is not a problem. Steel plate is not a problem. And the light armor is not a problem. Okay, let's try and do something. Let's actually try and set up a production process that allows us to build this. Now, this is going to be somewhat weird, but actually might end up being unbelievably cool. So, what we're going to do is we're going to need to find an appropriate place. Now, an appropriate place would be somewhere that is near the edge of the base, but is also got access to all of the resources that we actually need. So, I'm thinking that up here might be the prime area to have a bank of machines that are just producing droid robots. Now, we are going to make it... Oh, flamebot. Oh, that is cool. That is very cool. We're not able to build deployed robots, which is worth bearing in mind. We are going to be building undeployed robots, right? So, copy, paste, 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 paste. And now it's just a case of filling in the appropriate resources and manufacturing the appropriate resources. Submachine guns are pretty easy to build. Iron gear, copper plate, iron plate, easy peasy. And iron armor is just iron, isn't it? Yep, totally, totally easy. And should be no bother at all to actually make. Build me some of these. Some inserters. Some double belt. Scroll out. Yeah, something like this. I mean, I don't know if this is going to be an appropriate amount of droid assemblers, but it's going to be the number that we start with, I guess. Bad place. Doesn't particularly matter. Okay, so instantly, these are going to get transferred onto a belt. Which... you are going to be set to not offset. Neither are you. And you will instantly be brought up here to the droid unpackers, right? And I think that we might actually do this out with the base. We'll just do it outside for the sake of it. Because we can. And the droid assemblers are going to be the machines that are actually going to put the whole thing together. So, like this, like this, like this. We build a whole bunch of gears for some obscure reason, because we can get, like, loads of gears. Okay, pick up all this stuff. And plonk down you as well. What else do we need? Need basic electronic boards? Sure, I can probably just about reach them. Just down here. Yeah. And we need more basic electronic boards. Holy shit, we need loads of basic electronic boards. I mean, I suppose that's fine, but hey-ho. So loads and loads of droid assemblers should allow us to build a lot of droids at a very, very fast rate. If we ever need to. I don't think we'll ever need to, like, use all of these things, but I guess it's kind of just an option that we'll have there. I'll put nice, cheap poles outside the base, because there's no need to, you know, no need to bother, so to speak. And let's get the battle droid. I was going to say rocket droid, but that's not what we want. Let's get that into deploy mode. Now, let's go about setting this up. We're going to need steel. We're going to need steel, and we're going to need... we're going to need other stuff. Can we actually just take a massive shortcut? I think I'm going to take a massive shortcut, which is kind of bad, but... yeah, you know what? Sometimes you gotta live dangerously. And today, is that day for living dangerously. That's right, we're going to feed directly off the steel line, and this is going to be manufacturing the good old armor for us. It's a risky maneuver, I know. It's a very risky maneuver. And what do we want? We want the armor stuff. Which is just plain old armor. It's light armor, right? Yeah, it's totally light armor. Okay, that clearly will not do. We're going to need to clearly upgrade the inserter to a fast inserter, because otherwise it's going to be mind-numbingly boring. Okay. And output to a steel chest. And then output up this way. And I think we'll actually come across this way. Give me a little bit more belt, please. And we'll actually reverse the flow of this belt, which works just fine. So let's get the armor onto this belt, which shouldn't be too much of an issue. So armor on there. We might actually need more armor than we're currently getting. I mean, we're not even getting enough iron, for God's sake. Also, it's so bloody dark. Let me put some lights down. Yeah, we're not getting nearly enough iron into this process here. How long does it take to make a droid? 10 seconds? Well, that's a problem. That is a big problem. This whole belt is going to need to be sped up, by the way, so... again, another issue that we're going to have to work out. Let's extend this up to this point. What's going on? One object was destroyed, 3 turrets are engaged with the enemy, that's fine. Okay, so this would basically mean that we get a consistent supply of iron, and that should therefore feed through and mean that we get more iron coming out here. I think that's the case anyway. Fingers crossed. Still not enough iron for us to continually manufacture these things, though. Which is very, very, very annoying, because we need some iron. We need some iron. Just sort of thinking what we can actually do. What we could do, you know, what we could do is we could take this moment to upgrade to electric factories. Which is going to be a fucking massive pain in the ass. But might actually be worth us doing right now. Which is something that will probably end up spilling into 2 episodes. As much as I would love to continue this episode for about 13 years, I just cannot. Okay. So first things first. Remove anything that is somewhat in the way. Okay. With the steel. We're out of a steel axe. Just so happens that I'm moving about a gazillion tons of steel right now, so sure. Okay, get you in there. Come on. Come on. That was not what I wanted to do. I did not... Well, actually, I guess we'll need to move the belt, so it's no big deal. Why am I doing this now? Because it will afford us the extra capacity that we need to get better battle droid production. Because I do intend for the battle droids to be a significant part of the whole defend the base process. And will continue to be a bigger part as we progress onwards. Okay, anyway, let's get some not electric metal mixing furnaces, just regular old electric furnaces. So starting here, going all the way down. That looks swell to me. Something like that. Yep, we'll get 6. 6 is good enough. And coincidentally, that means that we can just straight up get rid of this underground belt nonsense, and we can just straight up get iron on both sides of the belt, which should make our production of whatever you call it. What's the fucking power armor stuff that we're building right now? You know what I mean. The battle droids. It's not power armor, but you get the picture. Should make our production of the light armor go through the roof. Yep. Okay. And let's get this belt back in. So that is one side. Why the hell have we even got a splitter there? Like, I have literally zero idea. If we put that there, it'll do just the same job. Let's just put it on the side of the belt that we want it to be on. No idea why there's a splitter there. And that should basically mean continuous production of light armor. Am I correct? Wow, I'm not even right. Like, that's not even close to being, like, continual production. Holy shit. Like, that's crazy. We require so much bloody iron that we're going to be forced to do a second row of inserters. So that's how crazy it is, right? Fuck me. Alright, so that will fix our iron problem, right? That is working. We are actually building continual bits of light armor. That's a lot of light armor to be contending with. But it's not enough. It's probably not enough. Like, let's be real. It's probably not enough. Also, things are going to get further complicated by the fact that... Shit. 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 Drop something. We need to turn all of these into something useful. And then drop these three. There we go. Yeah, anyway, as I was saying, we're probably going to end up needing more light armor, and it's going to be further complicated when we upgrade these to electronic furnaces as well. Electric furnaces. Which will eventually happen. It's just going to take a wee while, so I'm not super worried about it. We're going to end the episode here. We're very, very much on our way to getting battle droids set up, and with the eventual aim of getting battle droids so that we can clear out vast swathes of area, so that we can get tin, so that we can eventually get all of the stuff that we need for robot components, because tin is somehow part of this process. I have literally no idea how, but it's somehow part of the process. I just go with the flow. I don't really know what's going on, as you can probably tell. It just all goes above my head. I just build stuff and I hope that it has some sort of relevance to some sort of goal that I'm supposed to be aiming for. Either way, ladies and gents, I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you very, very much for watching. My name, of course, has been Open Potato. This has been Factorio Undefeatable. And until next time, folks, bye.